Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. I just want to give a quick shout out to the ladies and the guys, the few guys over at my Facebook group, Digital Women Entrepreneurs on Facebook. If you're interested in joining our group, we'd love to have you. We talk about cryptocurrencies, we talk about digital marketing. It's interesting. It's hard to run a business these days without really knowing anything about digital marketing, how to run Facebook ads properly, how to utilize Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, even things like advertising on Google, which is still really big, SEO, things like that. So if that's something that you're interested in learning more about and being in a community, not a community, don't know what that is. But we'd love to have you and have you join our community and give value to our group. So yesterday's video was about how to set up a Coinbase account. And I wasn't able to, I had to go do something in order to make my Coinbase account work faster. I wasn't able to do that. And that's why I said in the group, didn't hit all of my targets. But that's okay. Sometimes you have to just improvise and find a different solution. And so what I'm currently doing is I'm using Gemini. That second, I know I told you I was trying to use Coinbase, but in the meantime, until I'm able to get Coinbase up and running, which will probably be in the next couple of weeks, to be honest, unless I'm able to go get this other thing done today. So I need to make this a quick, short video. I will go over to Coinbase, but in the meantime, I'm at Gemini. Right, I'm on the platform Gemini. I'll link all of that stuff in the description so you can kind of get a feel for what these different exchanges look like. Gemini and Coinbase are the ones that I would recommend the most. Again, Gemini is actually based in the UK. Their website and the owners of the exchange are based in the United Kingdom. Coinbase is US based. It's all the same. They all pretty much do the same thing. But Gemini might allow you to buy your Bitcoin a little bit faster. So if that's what you're interested in doing, which right now, I told you guys the price went from $11,200 like 2 days ago, and it's now hovering at around $9,500. So for Bitcoin, and so this is the time it's trying to find its base. I was saying that it's trying to find its base and something that it can build off of. And so I don't know how much you guys are familiar with stocks, but or any kind of market, but that's kind of what the market's doing right now. Quickly, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this platform that I've mentioned yesterday called Bitconnect. And it's something that I have been somewhat skeptical of, and at first I was watching a couple of other channels on YouTube and learning about it in different Facebook groups myself, and I didn't really understand exactly how Bitcoin was able to do what it does. So let me explain what it does. Bitcoin is a trading platform, separate from Coinbase, separate from Gemini. And so just because I was trying to explain this to my mom, she didn't quite get it. So I was trying to explain to her that on these other platforms, Coinbase and Gemini, these are the marketplaces for cryptocurrencies, meaning this is where you buy and this is where you sell your cryptocurrencies, right? Another one is called Bitstamp. So for example, if you want to buy and sell Bitcoin, or Ethereum or Litecoin, any of those kind of big ones, you're going to use Gemini and Coinbase. If you want to buy something like Ripple, you have to use a different exchange called Bitstamp. Okay? And so on that platform, you're able to buy and sell Ripple. And I highly suggest you guys go and look into Ripple because it's at, what's the price? And we're in the middle of the trading day. So I'm sure the price is fluctuating like all of them are. Second. Let's see. So it's trading at around 25 cents right now. And so it's a really great time to buy, especially as more investors decide they want to get in on these cryptocurrencies. And so those are the exchanges. Those are the three I would suggest if you're wanting to buy. And the thing is, Bitstamp is great because you can actually buy Bitcoin on Bitstamp as well. So if that's one that you want to just have one, I currently have three at the moment. Because it's good to kind of experiment and see which ones. Sometimes one exchange moves faster in terms of getting your transactions done than the others. So, you know, you can kind of explore around with it. So the next level, as I've been talking about, is Bitconnect. You know, everything is bit something, right? The next one is Bitconnect. And now Bitconnect is a trading platform that what they do is, so once you've bought your Bitcoin, you send your Bitcoin to Bitconnect, okay? And so what Bitconnect does is they use a trading bot to trade the volatility of the marketplace for Bitcoin. And as you can tell, like I said, over the last 2 days, the price was at 11,200 and it's now hovering around 9,500. And so there's been a lot of volatility in the market. Now, volatility in the market is fine and it's good, and that's how you actually make money as a day trader, only if you know what you're doing. And the reason why there are only so few people who are able to make money day trading is because there's so few people who actually understand those markets, and understand how to trade those markets. The great thing about using Bitconnect's bot trader is that it's an AI platform, so a semi-artificial intelligence platform or technology that trades on your behalf. And so what ends up happening is you give Bitconnect you lend them, but you're giving it to them. You lend them your Bitcoin. They trade on your Bitcoin, and then they give you a 1 to 2% daily payout of the principal that you lent to, the principal dollar amount, the dollar value of Bitcoin at the time that you lent to Bitconnect. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Again, you guys, this is, it's taken me a little bit of time to just kind of understand each of these processes. Don't get hung up on not, you should definitely want to understand it all, but I think that it's important to fight to just understand the necessary elements. So things that you need to know, that there's the exchanges, Coinbase, Gemini, Bitstamp, okay? And then that's one category. The next category are these trading platforms. And that's where, again, Bitconnect and this other platform, because I don't want to confuse you, I'm not going to introduce it right now, but Bitconnect trades your Bitcoin. And then they pay you out in a dollar amount, 1 to 2% every single day. And so the power of this platform is compound interest. Okay? And so I've put on $1,000, technically $1,010 into my Bitconnect account. And it's basically, so for the first day, it's gonna yield you about $10. And so the thing is that you don't ever take that money out. You leave it in. And so for within the first 8 weeks, you double your money if you continue to reinvest. And I did some calculations, and let me look at my little calculator here. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with how to use like compounds or basically exponential equations. So basically, the equation is your principal amount, which for me it was $1,010, times 0.001 one, and then because I am trading at 1,000. So the other thing is Bitconnect has like, depending on how much you lend in US dollars, US dollars worth of Bitcoin, they give you extra incentives. So for example, if you trade $1,010, you get an additional tenth of a percent daily in addition to that 1 to 2% range. And so I just did a very conservative model, and I said if I just got the minimum of 1% plus my tenth of a percent, that's basically 0.011, right? And then in parentheses, to the power of however many days you are reinvesting that that money, right? So over the course of 365 days, so if you were to just leave your money in the account and reinvest it every single day for a year, it would yield you around $50,000, which is crazy, right? And so I'm in the very beginning stages of it myself. Like I said, I've been watching a lot of people do it, and more recently have become very comfortable and very confident that the reason why, so 1 to 2% daily sounds outrageous, right? Like Amazon has that personal savings account where they're like, oh my gosh, you need a place to put your money. And they offer this personal savings account that yields you 1% annually, right? Imagine if you were able to get what you put into that savings account on Bitconnect for even just like a tenth of what you put, because I'm sure you put a lot of money into that savings account. But even if you just take like a percentage of that, put it into Bitconnect, let it grow over a year, it's like basically having 365 years of putting that same amount of money into that American Express savings account, and it's being compounded daily. So I just think that this is an opportunity for people to get involved with Bitconnect without having to pay the price of Bitconnect. And I want you guys to be able to watch me, and if you don't feel comfortable, obviously don't do it. But at the same time, you should only be investing what you're able to lose, right? This isn't gambling. This isn't, the Powerball. This is, hey, I see an opportunity in the market. I want to take advantage of that opportunity. Okay, what is my what am I willing to risk? And so for me, $1,010 is, perfectly fine. And so, but for some of you guys, maybe it's $100, and that's perfect, because then you can get comfortable with the platform, become comfortable with the process, because the process is a part of this whole thing, right? Getting verified on Coinbase or Gemini or Bitstamp, sending your money from your bank to their institutional bank, waiting a couple of days for that wire to happen, taking the money from their, the bank account or your account at the exchange, Coinbase, Bitstamp, or Gemini, and then sending it over to Bitcoin. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. So the process is literally the process is a process. And so that's why I really want to walk with you guys, kind of lead the way and show you exactly how to do each of those steps. Like I said, my transaction is still pending. And so it makes no point in like showing you my screen because there's nothing to show. But I at least wanted to give you an overview of what Bitconnect does, the power of Bitconnect. My plan is to hold and reinvest in Bitconnect for a year, and probably like 12 to 15 months is my plan, because if my calculations are correct, and Bitcoin is going to continue to go up, you guys. I mean, there is, based off of the model of Bitcoin this year and the rate of adoption, I just was listening to Bitcoin News this morning, and one of the gentlemen was saying that Bitcoin, or Coinbase, the exchange platform that I talked to you guys about yesterday, gets 100,000 new applications to join Coinbase every single day. So the rate of adoption is so high. And because, like I said, Bitcoin is a finite asset, there are only so many of them. I think there's 21 million that will ever be created. And so people are like, it's at $11,000. I need to get one, or I need to get part of one. And, obviously, Bitcoin itself is really valuable. But I also think that there are ways to participate in cryptocurrencies without just owning a Bitcoin. And now later on, I'll show you guys another platform. But like I said, I'm going to slow down step by step and teach you one thing at a time so that you can really, again, take advantage of what's going on in our market. I've gone way over time. I hope this was helpful. I really want you guys to reach out and ask me questions. Like I said, message me on facebook.com/Kalah Haley on the Messenger little application. And I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. See ya. Have a good weekend as well. Oh, and subscribe and like and comment and all that stuff as well, because that's important. All right. See you guys.